Videographer's been slacking. I say it every time. I'm gonna put a video up a week and it don't happen. So anyhow, so this cage fits better than I thought it did. I come to find out, if you've seen my video, once you reach 11,000 views, I had talked to Matt at the cruise, and I walked up and I was like, "Hey man, do you work for more race cars?" And he said, "I'm the owner." I was like, "Oh, right on." So I wanted to ask him about the cage. There are so many G-bodies made, Malibu, Cutlass, and so on and so forth. So just kind of had to make it work and make it fit. The fit, I'd say 75% of the fish miles are pretty damn good, but I gotta adjust a little bit, and it does say that. But I got the main loop where it needs to sit. I had to cut more of the floor out. I got 13B, which is the bar that runs over at the top. It's tacked. I'm gonna get this one tacked, and then kind of get the cage sitting from side to side. Well, I guess, I don't know, more or less square. Get it square, and then I'll tack the bottoms of it. And it's gonna be a lot of tacking. I just don't want to go balls to the wall and weld it all in. Sorry, I got bit by a bunch of mosquitoes in softball last night. But yeah, I don't want to start welding stuff and not work, and then I'd be stuck with something, because I was told once you weld chromoly, you're not supposed to keep welding. The more you weld it, the more brittle it gets. But I don't think you've seen a whole lot of the cage. Check it out. I got the seat sitting in there right now, but that's the bar that I was talking about that runs up and over, and I got the rocker bar sitting in there that'll give me the bottom length. I forgot to clean that one so it doesn't look all the buff, but I didn't even mention it. I had to weld plates on the floor because they were, one side of the frame was like this, the other side of the frame was like so. So I had to get an 1/8 inch plate to get them to meet together so the cage would sit flat on the frame. Yeah, we're gonna get some tacking going. I gotta clean the fish mouth up on this one, and then we'll hop to the next part of the video. Yeah, gotta take more out of it. Oh, wait a minute. That fan's loud, so sorry. I'm gonna get microphones up. Closer. Get close. Come on up here. Let me show you that. I know that fan's probably killing the sound, but look right here. You want this as close as you can possibly get it. I just had to notch her in a little more and get her close. I'm gonna tack that in there, and then that should be go time with the motor. Yes, sir. All right, get the welder and tack this. Melted right in my skin. Alright, I dipped my tungsten, now I'm gonna go sharpen it. I tend to do that a lot. Get a couple of good tacks, that's still hot too. Let me sharpen my tungsten. You just don't realize how hot a welder is until you put your arm on it. Burn the shit out of them. So shoulder bar's in. Problem with the shoulder bar is with this seat, you either have to be level with the shoulders or 4 inches below, no more than 4 inches below your shoulders. And then something else that I'm running into, it's kind of why I told you it was going to be a process. Something else that I'm running into, I have the shoulder bar as high as you can get it. Well, the door bars, which are the last things it will do, but I just wanted to get the door bars kind of spot where I knew they would work for when I go to put them in, which will be last. It has to be between here and your elbow, so right between is a sweet spot. Well, these are bent door bars, so it comes down and then shoots out. That being said, it's right at the bottom of my elbow. I figured since it's a bent door bar, I would get the shoulder bar as high as I could, which is, I'd say maybe an inch below my shoulders, which me and Gabe are about the same height, and go with that. So shoulder bar's tacked in. I haven't tacked the cage to the frame. I think I probably won't tack the cage to the frame until I get the eyebrow bar done. Yeah, the eyebrow bar done. Maybe the dash bar. But this is kind of a quick little update. It's not going to be a very long video. Just kind of show you progress. I have the rocker bars sitting in there. They're not welded. The only reason I have them sitting in there is for distance between the bottom two bars. But measure everything. Everything seems to measure up. Gabe's barbecuing. I think I'm going to take me a break and eat me some barbecue, and I'll get right back with you.
Alright, how's it going?
Golly.
How's your progress
Back
doing?
up. Back up. Alright, alright. Come take a look. Anyhow. Shoulder bar's tacked in. I already said that. Anywho. Eyebrow's tacked in. Yep. Cage is sitting nice and square. This is probably going to be where the video ends. But turn the welder down. A little too much heat. Want shiny welds. Next video, I'm gonna put the dash bar in, and then these rocker bars will come out. The car's gonna come up. Then come over and check this out. So Chris, if you watch any of my YouTube, Ricky, any of you guys, Bates boys, I was talking to Chris the other day. I come out here and asked him what I thought, or what he may have thought I should do with the frame, welding it to the frame. We talked about it, yada yada. But theory is, he said, do you want it to be a race car or street car? Gabe said, race car, but on the street. So with that being said, getting rid of the rubber body mounts, putting solids on it. However, $200 for these, and they didn't come with bolts. $200, and they didn't come with bolts. Come on now. These are nice though, and they're lightweight. Really, I mean, I'm gonna throw a few more tacks on it, and then when we lift the car up, I'll have enough room to weld down and around the top. And I'll get as far as I can around the top. Make sure I seal everything up. I do have to drill holes in the pipe, because if anybody has welded tubes, when you get to the end of your weld and you're getting ready to close it up, it'll blow back at you. It'll blow the oxygen out of the pipe, and it'll blow your gas away, and it'll leave a hole there every time. So what you do to avoid it is drill a hole in your tube, and it'll release out of the hole, and it'll keep blowing the gas down in the pipe. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Nope. But with the cage being said, gonna fix the exhaust. He put them cricket arms on it, and the trick springs, and it sits so low. 5-inch exhaust, no good. Anywho, let's see if I'm forgetting anything. Nope. I'll probably run the rear bars last, and then no, I'll run the rear bars when I get done welding the cage itself. You'll just have to see. I'm tired at this point. It's a lot of thinking, it really is. I'm not kidding. Like, when it comes to fabricating, like, getting the cage to fit in the car wasn't so bad. It was more or less my mind playing tricks on me I want to beat my head off the wall kind of deal, because I want everything to look good and be square, everything to be tight to the ceiling, tight to the windshield, and everything to look good. So, and with that, it's a lot more time than it should be. It's a notch, hold-in, weld-in style cage. I want everything to be tight, so when I weld the seams, like we were showing you earlier on in the video, I don't have a big gap to try to weld, because you gotta move side to side and then you get fat welds. I'm trying to have little skinny welds. I could probably talk for another 10 minutes, but like I always say at every video, don't forget to like, subscribe, feel free to comment. Everybody feel free to comment, tell me what you think, tell me rights, wrongs, whatever you feel free to say. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. And also share. We're out.